Here comes Jesus. This is a 12-week journey through the Gospel of Mark. My name is Christopher Harrison, and I'll be guiding you through with a couple of videos, a story for each of the sessions. May God bless you in them. And here is a true-to-life story, a real story. There was a minister one evening at the Sunday evening service who found a young lady who entered the entrance area while the service was going on, who was under the weather through many different things happening within her body, intoxication and so on. And she was very, very angry and upset. And he listened to her and ministered to her. He then invited her to come on an Alpha course. And during that period of time, she was surrounded by Christian friends, many of those who wanted her to step out of her very broken life that she was living before. She thought she was happy and doing what she needed to do to fulfill her life's dream. But she realized as she journeyed along that this was not the future that she wanted for herself. This was not the future that others wanted for her. And she realized that the persons who loved her were wanting a better life for her, and they spoke truth into her life. So during the Alpha course, she gave her life to Christ and began a new journey. The evil one did not want her to step into this new life in Christ, and so made things very hard for her. Nevertheless, the journey took her to a place where she got married, stepped out of the brokenness of her previous life into a wholesome marriage with a man who really loved her. She had to step out of her previous career, which was destructive for her, and move into something that was more life-giving, even though it paid less. And so the journey continued. Friends, family, church, community. During that time, not only did she have to engage with the spiritual reality of her world, but also her relationships. And she had to let go of some of the relationships that were breaking her, say no to them, and to say yes to those that gave her life. Relationships were never easy, but with the words of prophecy that were given over her life, words of hope and life that were given to her, prayers that were offered to her, she was able to break down the barriers spiritually and relationally. The challenge that she faces now is Lyme's disease that has crept into her world and is causing her much pain and dysfunctionality. And that's at a physical level. But with the help of those who are speaking words into her life, truth and insight, she's been able to prayerfully be released from those things. And if you speak to her, she will tell you with joy that this is an amazing journey. And one day she will testify to this herself. She's given me permission to tell the story. One day she'll tell it herself once the healing process has gone further along the road. But she was delighted for me to tell the story of what God is already doing, the journey that He has already taken her on, because she has faced with Jesus the things that are lying ahead in her life, and facing them with boldness and courage. Jesus invites us to look to the future. What kind of life do we want? A life that's abundant, yes, and to pay the price of what it means to seek Jesus and His kingdom first. What is your story? This is this young lady's story, and the minister can testify to this.